Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's incredibly important, but often gets overlooked in the hustle and bustle of life. Beneficiary audits. Now, that might sound a bit formal, but stick with me, because not doing this simple checkup could lead to a massive, heart-wrenching financial mistake. We're talking about a situation where, after you're gone, your hard-earned money ends up in the hands of someone you never intended it for, like an ex-spouse. It happens more often than you'd think, and it's a completely preventable tragedy. So, grab a cup of coffee, and let's talk about how to make sure your assets go exactly where you want them to. First off, what exactly is a beneficiary? Simply put, a beneficiary is the person or entity you name to receive the assets from your accounts after your death. This applies to a whole range of things: life insurance policies, retirement accounts like your 401k or IRA, annuities, and even some bank and brokerage accounts that have a payable on death or transfer on death designation. The key thing to understand is that these beneficiary designations are incredibly powerful. They are legal contracts between you and the financial institution. In most cases, these designations will override whatever you've written in your will. Let me repeat that, because it's the most critical point of this entire video. Your beneficiary designation on an account trumps your will. You could have the most beautifully written, legally sound will in the world, stating that everything goes to your kids. But if your ex-spouse is still listed as the beneficiary on your $1 million life insurance policy, guess who gets the check? Your will won't matter one bit for that specific asset. That's the power we're dealing with here, and it's why ignoring these forms can have devastating consequences for your loved ones. So, let's paint a picture. Think back to when you first started a new job. You were probably handed a mountain of paperwork, right? This is why a regular beneficiary audit is not just a good idea, it's an essential part of responsible financial planning. A beneficiary audit is simply the process of actively reviewing every single one of your accounts to see who is listed as the primary and contingent beneficiary. A primary beneficiary is first in line to receive the asset. A contingent or secondary beneficiary is the backup. They receive the asset only if the primary beneficiary has already passed away or cannot legally accept it. You need to check both. So where do you start? The first step is to make a list. Go through all your financial documents and list out every account you have that could possibly have a beneficiary. We're talking life insurance policies, both individual and through your employer. All your retirement accounts, 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, Roth IRAs, pension plans. Also, look at your bank accounts, investment accounts, and annuities. Some of these may have those payable on death or transfer on death designations I mentioned earlier. Do not forget to include any accounts from previous jobs that you might have rolled over or left behind. Tracking everything down might be the hardest part, but it's crucial. Once you have your list, the next step is verification. You need to find out exactly who is named on each account. For some accounts, you can simply log in online and check your profile or account settings. The beneficiary information is often listed right there. For others, especially older policies or accounts, you might need to make a phone call or request a physical copy of the beneficiary designation form. When you call, be prepared to verify your identity. Have your account numbers and personal information handy. Ask the representative to confirm the primary and contingent beneficiaries currently on file. I recommend asking them to mail or email you a copy of the current designation so you have a physical record. Don't just take their word for it over the phone. Get it in writing. This creates a paper trail and ensures there are no misunderstandings. As you confirm the information for each account, update your master list. You'll want to note the account, the institution, the primary beneficiary, and the contingent beneficiary. Now comes the most important part, the review and update. Look at your completed list. Does it reflect your current wishes? Does it align with your current life situation? This is where major life events become the trigger for an immediate review. The most obvious one, and the theme of our video, is divorce. The moment a divorce is finalized, you should be on the phone updating your beneficiaries. Don't wait. But it's not the only trigger. Getting married is another big one. You'll likely want to add your new spouse as a primary beneficiary on many of your accounts. The birth or adoption of a child is another key moment. You might want to make your children contingent beneficiaries or even primary beneficiaries through a trust. The death of a loved one is also a critical time for a review. If your named beneficiary passes away before you, your assets could go to your contingent beneficiary. If you don't have a contingent, the assets might have to go through the long, expensive, and public process of probate court, which is exactly what beneficiary designations are designed to avoid. Even a significant change in your relationship with someone could be a reason to make a change. The point is, your life isn't static, so your financial plan shouldn't be either. When you're ready to make updates, the process is usually straightforward. Most financial institutions have a specific change of beneficiary form. You can typically download this from their website or request it. Fill it out completely and accurately. Be very clear. Use full legal names, dates of birth, and social security numbers if requested. This avoids any ambiguity. For example, instead of writing "my children," you should list each child by their full name, if you're naming a trust as a beneficiary, which is often a smart move for managing assets for minor children. You'll need the exact legal name of the trust and the date it was established. After you submit the form, follow up. Call them in a week or two to confirm they received it and that the changes have been processed correctly. Again, ask for a written confirmation. Keep a copy of this confirmation with your other important financial documents. Don't just assume it was done. Verify it. Let's talk about some special considerations. If you live in a community property state, you might need your spouse's written consent to name someone other than them as the beneficiary on certain retirement accounts, even if it's your own account. It's a legal protection for the spouse. Also, think carefully about naming minors as direct beneficiaries. In most states, minors can't directly inherit large sums of money. If you name your 10-year-old as your beneficiary, a court will likely have to appoint a legal guardian to manage the money until your child turns 18 or 21. This can be a complicated and costly process, and the person the court appoints might not be who you would have chosen. A better strategy is often to set up a trust for the benefit of your children and name the trust as the beneficiary. This allows you to appoint a trustee you trust to manage the money according to your specific instructions. This is a topic where consulting with an estate planning attorney is highly recommended. They can help you structure things in the most protective and efficient way for your kids. So, how often should you do this? I recommend setting a calendar reminder to conduct a full beneficiary audit at least once a year. Your birthday or the new year is a great time to do it. It's a perfect annual financial checkup. And, of course, you must do an immediate review after any major life event, marriage, divorce, birth of a child, or death of a beneficiary. Treat it with the same importance as changing your address with the post office or updating your driver's license. It's a fundamental piece of your financial life. Creating a legacy and protecting your loved ones is about more than just accumulating assets. It's about ensuring those assets get to the right people in the right way at the right time. A simple beneficiary audit can be the difference between peace of mind and unintentional chaos for your family. It's one of the greatest final gifts you can give them. Don't let a simple oversight on a form from years ago derail your final wishes. Take control of your legacy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful and motivates you to take action. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future content. And please, share this video with anyone you think might need to hear this message. It could save their family a world of trouble. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.